Hey everybody, it's Kim Davis. Okay, I started this a couple minutes ago, but I didn't have my glasses, so if anybody were to say anything, I would have no idea what that is. Listen, I just wanted to hop on real quick. A rare Friday afternoon live shot for me because I've got a couple things to say, and I'm just gonna get it off my chest, and maybe I can come back later and say, "Oh my gosh, I was wrong." So. First of all, congratulations to J.J. Watt and Brian Ching for being the most recent people who have been named to go into the Houston Sports Hall of Fame. Both very deserving. No problem with any of those. But y'all, here's my challenge. I have been watching this Houston Sports Hall of Fame since it started. I think they've had some great people in it. But for the life of me, I don't understand how Zina Garrison, Houston's own, Sterling High School, has not been named. Now, maybe she's the third person. They typically put in three. I don't know. But if you don't know who Zina is, I'm going to just help remind some people. She's an Olympic gold medalist because they had a whole Olympian thing. She's a gold medalist and she won a bronze. She was in the top 10 in women's tennis for 10 years, right? She got as high as number 4 in the world. And for her entire career, she ranked in the top 25. She's got a number of titles, singles and doubles, mixed doubles. And she's been a great citizen for this city, for the city of Houston. Did I mention she's a native Houstonian? Okay. She started a foundation more than 30 years ago, providing tennis access to young people in the inner city and really kids all over. If you came and said you wanted to play tennis, they were going to let you play tennis. To be exposed to tennis, someone on to play in college, it did a lot of good things for the community, and she has always cared about the kids. So for me, who's covered sports my entire career, and most of it in Houston, I've worked in other markets, but I know this market. Can somebody tell me how they continue to overlook Zina Garrison? So you can say, well, Kim, it was tennis. Well, they put in a gymnast. No shade on Mary Lou. Good for her. But how can tennis, and more importantly, how can Zina Garrison not be in the Houston Sports Hall of Fame? She's also coached the Olympic team. She coached Fed Cup teams. She had an amazing career. And then after her professional career, she still had an amazing life in terms of how she impacted the city of Houston. So it's just maddening for me and puzzling. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand how they could continue to overlook Zina Garrison. I mean, she's got the credentials, because anything that I look at in terms of what they look for, she's done that. She was in the finals of Wimbledon. You remember that in 1990 against Martina Navratilova. She played Chris Everett. She defeated Chris Everett in Chris Everett's last match as a pro, and she was upset. I mean, listen, I get it. I'm a little biased because she's my best friend, but I'm also a journalist who's really good at what I do and very, very fair. So I can't see through that lens. Forget about the fact that we grew up together and I know her. I don't see through the lens of telling stories and recognizing people how Zina Garrison can continue to be overlooked. And so I have colleagues who are a part of the voting process. And I don't want to start calling them out because I've heard them talk about being voters. And like when I heard J.J. Watt's name, okay, yeah, J.J. definitely deserving. Brian Ching, okay, that's awesome. And so I just would like to know. And over the years, let me tell you, I've asked people on the board, or at least who used to be on the board. I don't really know what the makeup is now over there at the Sports Authority, but I never got an answer. I'd get a smile and get a, no, I don't know. And I'm just really annoyed. And when you see someone getting overlooked continuously, and y'all get this, there was a time that Zina actually served on the Houston Sports Authority's board. I mean, she was a part of that work. I mean, so she's been a part of a lot of work, a lot of good stuff happening in this city. I just don't get it. And Do y'all need to know more? Does somebody need me to just put together a little something, and say this is who she is and what she's done? Because, listen, if you know me, if you follow me, I am rarely at a loss for words. One thing I can do is talk. But I really am at a loss for words. I gotta have a sip of coffee. Y'all like my new mugs? Even Noah, my puppy, he's right here somewhere. If you hear him bark, I have a puppy, and he's very demanding. He too is curious as to why Zina is not in the Houston Sports Hall of Fame. Now again, maybe this is a year and I'm jumping the gun, and when they reveal the third person, it'll be Zina Garrison, and I can joyfully come back here and say, y'all, I was wrong. I wasn't wrong about her deserving to be in, but I was wrong about her being overlooked. This is the year they finally are acknowledging and recognizing her for a very well-deserved career in life. She's still living. Like, I'm not killing her off. But can y'all get it together? And if you can't, no, that's not the thing. Just, can you tell us why? I think the people of Houston, especially those of us who are Houstonians, and not that you have to be a Houstonian to be in the Houston Sports Hall of Fame, but as a Houstonian and a person who's had a huge impact on Houston, that's Zina, and then me as a Houstonian, I would like to know, and a person who's covered sports for 3 decades, and many of the people who are in have covered them in minute, and I'm not saying that they're not deserving. I'm saying none more than her. So that's all I got. I just wanted to say that. And if y'all have some answers, hit me up. I'd love to hear it in the comments about how Zina Garrison continues to be overlooked by the Houston Sports Hall of Fame. I got stuff to do. I've got to go cover Rockets. I got some other work to do. But it was bothering me, and I meant to mention it earlier, but I've been busy today. And when I saw yesterday, and I thought, okay, that's awesome. Brian Ching, he was excited, and everybody's happy. When are we going to have that visual of Zina? That's all I got. Y'all let me know. And remember, tonight at 10 o'clock, be sure to tune in to the CW in Houston, or go to the app. Download the CW app, and then you can watch the show streaming, H-Town Sports Talk, anytime live, right? You can go there and check it out. But make sure you add that to your viewing, and y'all give me some answers. All right, peace.